My marriage started unraveling the day my husband came home in a sweat-soaked shirt, raving about his new yoga class. He'd never so much as touched his toes in the morning, but suddenly he was doing downward dogs in our living room and quoting his spiritual instructor at dinner. At first, I laughed it off. Midlife crisis, I thought, let him have his fun. But then he began coming home later, smelling of sandalwood and patchouli, and our bed grew colder while he grew more enlightened. Last Thursday, the universe, or maybe karma, finally snapped. I came home early, arms full of groceries, and heard laughter from our bedroom. Not the TV, not a podcast, but two voices, low and breathless. The door was open just enough. There they were, my husband and his goddess of a yoga instructor, limbs tangled, sheets twisted, her hand pressed against his chest as she whispered, "Breathe with me." He saw me, eyes wide, and for a second I swear his only concern was whether he'd lose his spot in her next class. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just stood there, watching as the woman who preached about mindfulness scrambled for her clothes. My husband stammered about connection and energy, tried to tell me it was a spiritual experience that I wouldn't understand. I left the groceries on the floor and walked out, the image of them etched on my eyelids. My life suddenly split in two, before and after yoga. But here's the twist, when I looked in the mirror that night, I realized I hadn't felt anything real for him in years. All the resentment, the distance, the quiet dinners, it wasn't just him. Maybe I wanted to catch him, needed an excuse to finally break free. I packed my bags the next morning, left him with his incense and his empty enlightenment, and signed up for my own class, not yoga, but boxing. Turns out, I didn't need to meditate. I just needed to fight for myself.